What's up, everybody? This is the Fan D21 back once again. And what you see here today is a 52-inch Sears turn of the century ceiling fan. This fan here dates back to 1981. It is a 3-speed fan, electrically reversible. The turn of the century name from Sears, the model, lasted all the way from the very late 70s all the way until probably the very early to mid 90s. And they're, of course, in all different forms through different OEMs. Emerson, Sanyo, and Compass East Industries all made some sort of variation of this design from all throughout the 1980s and even the very early 90s, like I said. This one, of course, here is made by Emerson. Uses the Emerson K55 motor, like I said, 3-speed electrically reversible. There are two different main variations of the turn of the century. Of course, you got the plain one here, no frills. Then you also have the ornate one with the ornate sideband and the ornate blade irons. And later models, this is an earlier model, like I said, from 1981. Later models from around 1983 or 1984 by Emerson had used the KB55 motors and was more designed like the 1895 series. This one here is the drop flywheel design with the regular K55 motor. So, nothing really much else to say about it. Very nice looking fan, runs really well for its age. I've had this thing for probably at least 4 or 5 years now. Picked it up from Habitat from quite a long time ago now, so it seems. The switch housing cap on the fan's not original. I don't even know if it's a genuine Emerson cap, but it fits. I had it lying around on hand, so I figured I'd put it on this fan here. So, nothing real much else to say about it, so I'll go ahead and give this thing a demonstration. Started out here on the low speed. The blades on the fan are like a cherry oak finish, and they are non-reversible. They're both the same finish on either side, no cane or no stencil. Like I said, very no frills version of the turn of the century here. It's got a nice aesthetic low speed here. Here's the medium speed. Yeah, this variation of the turn of the century probably lasted, I would guess, from 1980 all the way until like 1982. Before that later iteration, like I mentioned before, probably came around in 1983. I believe there's models of different OEMs actually offering the same style fan at the same time. It's not like Emerson was first and Sanyo then Compass East Industries, even though it's more like that because the Sanyo versions were more later 1980s, like probably 1985 on up. But the 10-speed model that I've videotaped earlier is from 1986, which would have been the same time frame where the Sanyo versions were. But these Emerson's ones were the first ones. And then Sanyo was around the middle. And then CEI actually was the last ones to offer the design before Sears scrapped it all together around the mid-90s. And finally, here's the high speed. Bearings on the fan are still in good shape. Fan has a little bit of wobble. Blades are not really in true alignment, but that's no big deal. I'd say the fan's probably doing around 180, 185 RPMs on the high speed here. And it has a 13-degree blade pitch. which makes it a pretty good air mover. And here's back to low speed on the updraft position. As you can tell, the reversing switch on the fan is located on the top of the motor housing. Which was a common trait for this design of fan here with the drop flywheel. Fast goes or on the motor housing. Earlier, Emerson's like this design as well. Or also in the motor housing, just because the shaft that goes down that attaches the switch housing onto the motor is, I'd say, around 5/16 in diameter. Very narrow shaft. Unlike Casablancas, which were 7/16, I believe, much wider. It's allowed for more wires, of course, to go down inside. Go through up from the motor and down into the switch housing. The speeds are just about the same in the updraft position. This, of course, being the medium speed once again. Seems like it must allow a little bit more here on the updraft mode. And here's the high speed. And we'll go ahead and let it coast. The fan uses the double claw style mounting system that Emerson used back in the early 1980s. And of course, having the tuna can canopy. I'd say that double claw mount lasted from around late 70s all the way until 1982 or 1983 when they switched to ball socket, which they utilized the same tuna can canopy all the way until 1984 before they switched to a more generic looking canopy for their ball socket mounting system. And there you go, folks. There was the Sears, made by Emerson, turn of the century 52-inch polished brass ceiling fan from 1981. So, thanks for watching, and of course I do hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, we'll see you next time.